My name is Hayden Webb. I'm a first-year student. I'm an executive MBA student at the Drucker School of Management. I grew up on a large-scale commercial farm. My dad is a dairy farmer, and we had probably 2,000 cows that we milked and ran about 4,000 acres of crops to feed those cows. So I spent a lot of time in a tractor, and then really felt this need to get more education and had this really intrinsic desire to become more involved in design. I actually do part-time work with Pomona College and done a lot of design work here in the community. I do garden design work where I change the landscapes to make them more sustainable. We use California natives. I have colleagues that have graduated from here and have really incredible stories with their businesses being successful, and that really spoke volumes to me to see their personal example going through the program. That really kind of stood out to me as Drucker is something that, it's a family community. It's based on values and ethics. Those are really important to me when I'm doing business, to really stand by those values and hold true to them. My first semester kind of introduced to the intensive courses where they're basically have a Friday night class. It's from 7 to 10, and then the next morning it goes from 9 to 5 with several breaks in between. But I was blown away by the conversation that we were able to have in those classes. The classes were motivated by a discussion from the professor, by him really pushing and really striving to get every single individual involved in that discussion. At the end of the class, I did my own little do this little analysis of, okay, who made comments in this class, like who should I talk to after this class? Maybe they could share a little bit more of their insights. And I found this in the 3 other intensive courses that I've taken. I'll go around and I can count every single one of the people that are in that class, and they've all raised their hands and made incredible contributions to the discussion. The small class scenario is very like my undergrad education. That was a really nice and kind of holistic approach to education. I'm experiencing that exact same thing here. I've got friends in the program that are software developers. They do, construction business. It goes, all across every business sector. And the conversations that I have after class with these individuals are incredible. We talk about the challenges that we're both going through, and there's advice given. I recently had a conversation with one of my colleagues that goes to class with me about a really stressful business situation that he's in right now. I know my scenario, my situations are not parallel with his, but some of the same values can be taken away from them. Perseverance and patience, being able to offer that advice and then in turn receive advice back. That's a really incredible experience to come out of class and have that kind of like-minded approach to business solutions. The executive MBA is challenging at times, simply because of the lack of time. Typically, we'll wake up anywhere from 6:30 to 7, and be on the road by 7:30 to a job site or down to the office to start designing. And that can be really challenging to kind of fit that in. At the end at 5 o'clock, I'm going to class. But throughout the day, I'm constantly thinking about the principles that I'm learning in each of my classes and trying to implement those on a daily basis.